Good morning. Sorry, I had to take a piss real quick. And apparently my Twitch has already crashed multiple times, which is hilarious. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da, 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 ba-da. And yes, we're starting Daily Premonition from the beginning. Dink. Aha, I was faster this time. Also, the game might be loud, so I apologize for that in advance. I cannot guarantee that it's not going to be loud. So I'm going to adjust it immediately, as best as I can. Wait, I might be even using the wrong headphones. Hold up. I was! What the fuck? It was using the wrong things. Oh my fucking god, hold up. There we go. Remove that. Then remove that. Okay. Give me a sec. I need to still adjust more because that was hilarious. That was actually super hilarious. See what just happened? Anyways, we're going to be doing Deadly Premonition 2 from the actual beginning. Because I don't want to start this midway through where I already am. I want to do this from the beginning. Also, I need to send a picture of this to my friend because they will love this. Wow. Anyways. We start from the beginning. Hello there. And hopefully I didn't break anything. Scary. Oh.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down? Ha! You have any idea what you've done? I'd be half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve this? Does God hate me?
No. The Regional Bureau Chief merely issued a special order.
Oh. Yeah. How could I forget? A special order to rob me of my well-deserved vacation.
You want pizza? I'll buy you some pizza. You can find that junk anywhere.
Whoa! Hey! Hold on a minute. What did you just say? Pizza is not junk. Pizza is a sacred food, bestowed upon us by God himself. You need to apologize right now. This is sheer blasphemy.
Apologize to who? Pizza or God?
Ha ha! You think you're so clever. Maybe if you'd eaten pizza this morning like a decent person, you wouldn't have cut your finger.
I
What the
only
fuck
cut
is this
my finger
convo?
because I couldn't find a left-handed can opener at the hotel. Normally, I would never make such an amateur mistake.
Oh, really? Well, if you want me to get into gear, then just feed me some pizza, okay?
We must act unfaithfully and abandon our ideals again and again. We cannot advance from one period of life into another without causing these pains of treachery.
Nietzsche, again, please spare me, before my ears start to bleed. Ever since the moment you got here, it's been nothing but Nietzsche quotes.
The worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself.
I said knock it off. I prefer pizza to philosophy. Want me to dial the number for you?
Come on, Agent Jones. It's time to get serious. Your 4.5 years of hard work are finally about to pay off, and all you're focused on is this nonsense?
Pizza isn't nonsense.
Oh my god.
Quiet.
Keeps going.
As you wish, Mother. My lips are sealed. Happy now.
Finally, I can adjust the volume without having to worry about losing context. Okay, I am dropping it to 5%. 5% is the perfect volume. Let's go.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike. And no red, remember?
It's open. Come on in.
All right. Oh, well done.
You have questions for us. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Am I tweaking? No, I'm not. What is that? What the hell did he have in the cabinet? Oh, hell yeah, he has pizza.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Hmm.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan?
Weird.
I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy? How many years has it been since someone came to chat?
That flower
with
pot is
us?
floating.
Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
Okay.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived. If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face. Letters of appreciation from the governor and the Department of Justice. They're caked in dust as if he doesn't even care about them. This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic in court if they decide his testimony is unreliable. I won't get another chance to talk to him face to face like this. I need to get him to stop smoking that for a bit. Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented. Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about... yes, that.
You don't need to worry about us. Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please, put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
The stinking indulgence.
What if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself, using force.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes. And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, You quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the Inside Out Flesh Skinner case in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year. Then, in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable.
Yeah.
Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats?
Simple.
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2 highly sought-after fugitives.
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once perhaps...
Yeah.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness
Well then.
that dwells deep. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from...
Oh my god.
He's more dangerous than I thought. I'll just have to assault him. First, I'll try using the files on the table to...
Are you sure about that?
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor. How do humans behave when they know death is just around the corner? And what if that human is also
A high-function sociopath? That's a good
an
question.
ornate antique chessboard? Looks like he stopped halfway through the game. These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans in 2005. The agent who handled the case was Francis Zach Morgan, and now he's sitting right in front of me. That chessboard looks rather old, and you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right, they were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games, or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself. When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life.
Well, unfortunately, he isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment. And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history. He was simply playing chess. All alone.
Well then.
So, What's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's...
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy?
Well then.
Mr. Morgan, if it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know, and I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Hell yeah.
Intriguing.
It is intriguing.
Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold. Colder than you could imagine. A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun. Powerless. Right in the middle of the day.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand. If you want to learn more about us, Belle.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Seems about right. For at least him.
Yes. Yes. We stole the right to investigate from them.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
Yeah.
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Huh?
Come on.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. The body that went missing is some kind of message.
We're pleased that her body turned up deeply.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't, and it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she... In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
Huh.
That went okay. I may be able to get what I want. I think he was playing. If it was merely for entertainment, but I know that especially now that his he didn't so much as twitch. He's even tougher than the room. But I was prepared. And if my hunch is right, far deeper than what my...
You all right?
The person who originally admitted this report was his current chief of the... According to Morgan's got his own modus operandi. Well, Chief, look what that's gotten. Who is it? This my fairy.
You can't see her. Such bad. You barge into our apartment.
Dissociative identity. In the past, it was known as multiple person. You were subjected to an internal probe only once during. They suspected that you had DID and no problems arose. Is this how you dealt with the psychological saying strange things? Is that how you slip?
You're free to draw, but my fairy clearly exists. She's... Hey! Stop it! No violence allowed in here, Belle. Wouldn't want to scare my fairy.
You may be wondering why we just.
Everything...
Yes, everything happens for a
The
reason.
moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, but there wasn't much we could actually investigate.
Then we assume you...
Of course, we questioned all the Clarkson food delivery service, but we still have yet to obtain it.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old kid.
Not to mention how bad the timing was.
So, you gave up on the investigation?
Yes, pretty much.
Remember what happened at warehouse?
Hey, are you talking the guy who managed the vault where Lisa... Yeah, I think he started working there. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he...
The large...
The large man.
I'm sure you've already textbook FBI. Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us?
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson.
Hmm.
You look surprised. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during...
We haven't been to Louis not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness, aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve, which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it? Yet that's not all. That evening, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly said he wanted something old. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order.
Our world is filled with mysteries, and they always have them.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car anywhere.
Can you really?
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason, even this messy room. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy...
I'm more questioning about that freaking thing in the corner up there.
Poly-MVA supplements.
Huh. They look interesting.
And a home IV kit. He said that being on the verge of death is intriguing. How does he truly feel? DVDs are... I know that he's a shut-in, but this still seems like way too many. And I've never heard... This room's a total... Is it just a...
What about the empty box?
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
Why would you...
There's a juicer in your sink that hasn't been washed yet. And do I smell the faint fragrance of bacon? You didn't use much salt.
What are you...
You just told me that you... That confused. When I look around you, all I can see are the... Poly-MVA treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs, fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt, gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
The ambivalence, yes.
What?
Too contradictory. An adult, mature mind. It's common sense.
I like how weird he is. I like everything about this.
A stinking indulgence. You must live a...
Comfortable.
We're retired.
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
Who doesn't?
I'm not a.
Oh, that you should dedicate all the free time you have to films. Films are filled.
Is that?
For example, 1988. That film. Always put on your sunglasses. But
You know, movies teach us about. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. Before that, I wouldn't be. I thought it wasn't fit for human. But that film?
Simon, that has. You're just talking about pizza.
Mr. Morgan, I found several spots in this room that. Did you tidy up a bit?
They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Hovels for pure soul.
Were there originally objects, something you didn't want?
The souls, we haven't touched a thing, but we know you can't. Hey, Simon, don't touch.
Sorry.
Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years.
It's my first time at.
You're earning far more than you deserve then. What were you doing all day in that? We thought wiretapping was. Don't tell me. What do you think? 4.5 years.
Crossword puzzles. Come on. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken good. At this rate, we'll never need to press him. Agent, the briefcase isn't even that big. Does he have pizza menus stuffed inside there?
Pizza menus. Yeah.
Agent Jones, did you find...
Yeah, the Greenville one.
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these files?
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded. Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan? I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid? Everything should be fine now. I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your the color red. Such an unusual thing to... Please, accept my
I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch... And no more...
Don't ever touch one again. I told them not to.
Now.
Bro, he's flipping out.
Don't worry.
Strangely enough, this man has a... And I believe that fear...
You sure about that?
Soon after Agent Jones started monitoring him, but he didn't find it. Morgan used this machine to cut up everything. From his mail to... Then he even went as far as taking out his... Here's another... What does the word hovels for... This is a very long... Is there something you don't...
But we never know when some curious...
You're already... What are you so worried...
It's just a sip from back when... Didn't they bang that into your head with some habits, sir? No matter how...
Quantico.
Could you tell me what exactly the words...
Sanctuary. Nothing more.
That doesn't...
Why?
Just curious.
Bell. You're a much ruder, don't you agree? What do our sanction... If you're out of...
Hey!
What is it? We hope you've got a...
Well, actually, no one's supposed to touch any...
That's what we...
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating...
What are you getting?
I mean, I doubt if no one... How do you clean them?
Good question.
The files on the serial killings at Shop officially titled the Greenvale case. Never thought I'd take out files from a case I first heard. Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case.
We don't want to remember that town.
I'm sorry, but I remember hearing about this case on the news. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered, and I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave and when you returned, you requested to be switched over to what happened.
That's a private, none of your business.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with but there's another possible. Perhaps you simply finished. Thinking too much about something. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else.
I just need one more thing that can... Looks like another old... He collects milk cartons but treats... What's going on in here? A jar of honey. There's nothing strange about...
That's royal jelly.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar. Do you find it strange we wanted to harvest royal jelly and the queen's main food source, created from the worker bees? It's a perfect food, filled with by absorbing it into our own. Incidentally,
No.
guess they didn't teach you. Male bees are only born to, and they're born from unfertilized. They have short lives, and sort of feels like women are gifted with the power to conceive, but men are consumed with the job of providing. If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, be careful, Simon.
Huh?
Your Belle's already stolen the reins from you.
What a man.
The silver clock in that trash...
That's right. John Harrison's 5th chronometer. After many years, he completed it and presented it. That's only a replica.
You like
Clocks are amazing. We took the invisible idea of...
Yeah, I love clocks.
I disagree.
Oh?
Time is valuable precisely because... Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross... We have our eyes to read moon charts and stuff.
What if it's cloudy?
All you need is courage.
Hear that, my fairy? Courage? Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage.
Hey, that Board of Law... I mean, I've heard of... I'm an FBI... I just sort of can't remember it right now. I'm telling the... Come on, Aaliyah.
A picture of a leaf. This isn't just a picture of any. The belief, it begins with the doubt of all truths, and it's time to get down.
All right. Let's get down
Mr.
to
Morgan.
business.
What did we just... We don't...
This isn't a photo from... Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Frank. This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Luke Carre case you worked on in 2000.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes. A red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson, they're connected by these red trees, aren't they?
Ooh.
Red trees.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees.
I want the tell me every...
The
Oh,
red
boy.
trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're good. Damn good.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes. It was that red tree.
Yeah?
That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. The sun comes down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back then. The other me. My better half.
Francis York Morgan. And now the game begins.
Never a choice. When somebody needs you, you can't turn away. You're their only lifeline, just a hero, a bullet for hire, working alone. Always a voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain that's been long forgotten, but it haunts me, my destiny, to be alone. There's a time when you see life for what it's gotta be. You should know they'll destroy you, but call to me to keep searching, walk alone.
Every time that fucking opening comes up, I just lose my shit. I love it. It's a beautiful opening. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anyways, here we fucking go.
Zach. Zach,
Wake up!
can you hear me, Zach?
Yes.
There you are, Zach. Sleeping again?
Maybe.
Well, rise and shine.
Yeah, we're going back out into chaos. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Isn't that right, Zach?
Yes. Come on, let's go. We got things we need to do. Here it begins. Bert. Hello there, Bert.
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Yeah. Ah, Francis
Look
Morgan.
at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What up, Jawara?
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
David Jawara, the chef.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
Yeah.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach
Hell
is
yeah.
definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Yeah.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it. You said the victim was a 16-year-old.
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Oh?
Meaning
She's Lise Clarkson.
the Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge coat should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seat. They own most of the land around here. From the sugar plantations, yeah, I reckon they got a stake. They even own the water tower. They're the ones who built up this town.
What do you know about the...
Now, I ain't, but I'm gonna talk straight to you. That family ain't just some gang. They folks with remnants of the good old boys, who, especially the head of the family.
Hell yeah.
Jake. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his... So don't go barging in with that shiny FB. Things are different down here. So if you...
I see. Is the local...
Shoot. Now, I told you this ain't no city. They got to know how to break up fights, and they sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. That's the deep south. This murder ain't a little kid get a weird way. The sheriff's department ain't never...
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask. They're all excellent movies, but due to my line of work, I have a tendency to...
What's your point?
Cat people. That's my point. 1982. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski. The most vital element of that movie, leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
What? What? Hold up. Hold up. Leopards who turn to humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers. I was awestruck by the... Understand? After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided. Another vital element is the presence of Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Listen carefully, Dave. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange. His best movies are cat people, period.
Hold on. Now I have to look up this fucking movie. What the fuck are you saying? Hold on. Cat people. Let's see. American supernatural horror film. Okay. From Werecats. Ha. Undisclosed predator human settlement. Sacrificial maiden is tied to a tree. A black panther approaches and rests its paw on her. Another girl with feline features approaches a similar big cat in a cave without incurring its attack. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Housekeeper female pronounced Famali? Prostitute named Ruthie walks in the Fleabag motel to meet John, but instead finds a black panther that mauls her foot. Molly's in what? What? What the fuck? Huh. They used cougars instead of leopards because leopards were impossible to tame. They just dyed the cougars. What?
You need to remember this. Because of the truth.
Whatever you say, mister. So, what's your point again?
Never mind. I already covered all the. When you say it was like something from a.
Hey, mister, like a kid ass.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes. And under that bridge,
And all.
like something they used.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that.
That's all?
Oh, and the body.
So she was sacked.
That's what the fella who.
Bingos. This case has got.
By the way, Mr. FBI, how'd you get off? Don't tell me.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, it's true that I didn't park my. Do you know why?
Can't say I.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the F.
Even FBI car could happen after you park your car on the side of the road, and when you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're buying cigarettes. Your car can be stolen anywhere. In my case, my car was stolen, but no need to worry. And I've also.
Another month.
Want to hear the detail?
Not really, but I'll.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, then, whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent, especially in California. But now I'm in hot, so I decided on a brand new
A hybrid.
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Now, in the year 2000, stomp down on the gas all you want.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking. I can see it now. 1984. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG. See, I was mesmerized. It even made me wish that especially the Gunstar spacecraft.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town. I went out to get back in it, but I remembered exactly where I parked it. Right between a blue pickup truck and. But when I came back from lunch, in short, and in its place,
What?
a skateboard.
A skateboard?
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch, someone was busy replacing my brand new. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get...
By riding the skateboard, obviously. No, I couldn't ride the board. By the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it.
He actually used the fucking skateboard to get over here. I love
By
that.
the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this.
Brother in
This
Christ.
summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today.
I love this game.
Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The least Clarkson case, don't you think so? The cat people are. We should be thanking Mal once we get home. Let's watch. I'm already looking forward. Zach, the searing light. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous.
Didn't even touch
Wait,
anything.
You didn't take a thing.
Well, the tea was to die for, but I'd prefer coffee next time.
Brother, you didn't even take a bite. And also, we've been doing a lot of yap. Ah, the music. Hold up, is that? "203, downstairs to the right." Lots of rubber bullets. Lots of first aids, feather cigarettes, lollipops. Then we have data. You can see items and stuff. You can go here, you can config. Problem is, it's showing me the Xbox prompts. It'll be fine. Anyways, let's go. Oops, didn't mean to use that. God, the menus are so hard to use. Bow, bow, bow. Perfect.
Son Rouge. We've been chasing it all over America, but I feel like we're fun. I think it's about time. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of this holes from the shootout in Tucson, Miami. Billy, our perp, cut his own, even with the help of the drugs. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd same floor his blood got.
Damn.
I know, Zach, I know. Now. An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated, and Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected. The 16-year-old girl, her body was found beneath a bridge, along with a... The powerful man who essentially... And he seems to be more fearsome. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate. You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped. The Island. 2005. For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, an experimental setting mixed with... It was art that director's going to... Are you following me? This is another special film
really?
that's setting a new... This is a... You may be witnessing the birth of a vital... Yes, this single movie may be responsible... A genre known as island movies.
Island movies? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I love this. This game is just fucking wickedly confusing. Oh wait, hold on. I need to send it to one of my other buddies as well. There we go. That's perfect. We got the phone over there to save. Ah. I love how I can see when I last played this. It was 3 years ago. Holy fuck, it's been 3 fucking years! Oh my lord! Holy Christ! Three years!
Hey there, chef. What's cooking?
That's not the chef.
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
Concierge David. Ah, sorry, David.
I just heard from our chef that you
Wow.
wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Lucare is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Ah. And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it, sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
I love this game.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's
Yeah.
bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
Yes. All right. I'll try and push forward as much as I can with the story. So we're gonna skip out on most of the side stuff. We're just gonna focus on the main story. Otherwise, this game will take us a couple more years to go through.
Do you feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
Oh, we have our friend down here. Hello,
Nice
sir.
tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hungan.
Hungan. I love Hungan.
The title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Yes. Oracle.
The Oracle.
Yeah.
Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Fell 10 maidens in the shrine of hunger. Find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the oracle.
And you will find it.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos.
Hell yeah.
But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Now, let's have a look. Fuck. Do not use that power, Morgan. I pressed B. Goddammit.
Zach, this is Lucare.
Lucare.
I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Yeah, it's just a square.
Zach, what did you think of Hungan's Oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the...
All right.
Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The Oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and where? And the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice
Maybe.
job, Zach.
Ah, the music is so
Now
nice.
for the other Oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? First, let's just figure out, do you know what the ambiguous zero represents? Zero is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The clocks and food deliveries, that's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing.
Yeah.
Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
Yes, indeed I did. We got $15 out of that.
And how about that Hungan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel. If you're dying to smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Ho.
Don't tell me. You're the
At
bellboy.
your service, boss.
Sup, David Jawar?
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams deep south. Actually, no, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
Alright. Oh yeah, and this game features a fun system where you have to be in specific places at specific times. Wrong button. I still need to press RB to move around. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful time currently. I sure am having a okay morning. Surprisingly, I'm not feeling that eepy. So life is good. Bird.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease.
What's up, Patricia?
You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
Yeah.
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is. In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right? I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Well, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Indeed.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff, or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work.
Hell
How
yeah.
should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Simple. We just talk to the dude. Hey, Sheriff.
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Melvin. They call me the sheriff round here.
What's up, Melvin?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, all right. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one. Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's the city for you. Now, I never lived in one myself, but I visited them a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, around these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Well, hello.
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within their grasp. FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Well, Zach, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon. Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
Really?
Excuse me.
Well, how about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time. Got it?
Roger that.
Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York. I'll see you at the warehouse.
Roger that, sir. I'm gonna start skateboarding. Burp. There he goes.
Hey, you.
Hey, what's up?
You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jail or using your FBI connect.
I've arrested people who've done both. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about...
It was just a joke. And don't tell me or else I'll get scared.
Mhm.
Hey, you signed a contract with me, remember? And
Do whatever you like. This is America, but I have one...
what condition?
Don't ask me about it. It's a private. Zach, it feels like she's carrying some... Kind of reminds me of... I can't leave her alone. You feel the same...
Yeah. Anyways. We need to go to M4.
Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever little girl. That's what it stands for, at least. It's nice that he made up his own nickname for me and all, but it sounds kind of weird. I wish he'd call me something normal, like just Patricia or Patty, you know?
Patty? Now that name's got a ring to it. I like it. How about Zach and I call you Patty from here on out?
Do whatever you like. Weirdo. You're heading to the warehouse, right? You gonna go straight there?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to talk to Zach. We're also on a mission to fell 10 maidens, you see. I'm eager to visit Alexis's diner and play, but we've only just arrived in this town, so it might be nice to stroll around a bit.
What? I thought you came here to investigate.
Patty, you're still just a child. Why do you worry so much? We're born to be free, and this is America, land of the free. You should always feel free to do whatever you want. Isn't that right, Zach?
Maybe I shouldn't have come with you. I'm getting kind of nervous now.
do 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 do.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the Sang Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation.
Sup, Melv? Let's go.
Mr. York, that was mighty. The special agent? I bet my CEO... by the way, Mr. York.
I was on vacation in...
Well, here. I call him Mr. It's a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah. Works for me.
And here's a right. With this, you won't have to worry about any expensive roaming fees. It might take you a while to get used to. Try letting them rip a few times.
All right. Ding, 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 ding,
Now,
ding.
this is an intriguing weapon. But I'm afraid I'll decline.
Well, sure as Pete, but the animals, there are some real mean-ass gators out there in the swamp. One of them even went and ate a kid once. One chomps all it. Poor kid's parents didn't even. The worst part is, that taught the gators just how tasty we man-eating crocodile.
You know he's fibbing, right? I never heard about no kid get...
Actually, Patricia,
I'm what?
alligators do attack people.
Huh?
Alligator, 1980. It takes place in the Midwest, I believe. A teenage girl's pet alligator. Then, in the sewer, it feeds on the... After growing over 30 feet. Yes, an extremely... Back when I first saw it,
Hey, Agent, what's your first order of... You're in charge...
Well said, Patricia. I nearly lost sight. Melvin, I couldn't help but notice that this facility is connected to the victim.
Oh, I reckon I better start. I'm gonna tell it to you straight, right? As you guessed, the victim's father, Danny Clarkson. Okay, but why did he... Well, that's because there ain't no other place to store it. Our town has a clinic inside a church. Whenever someone kicks the bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside. But not this. We got a murder. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy. So we had no choice.
I see. So that's what led to the
Anywho, this
Indeed.
is where the real truth is. A few days before you got here...
missing.
Yeah.
Did you leave the warehouse?
I most certainly did not. I locked the whole place up. No one stole the original key.
So, in other words...
The body of a... Hey! I reckon I should have told you about this. Just anywho, how about we call it a day and head back?
No thanks. This is what I came...
But Lisa's...
That doesn't bother me. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my...
Yes, Hungan told me I need to go in and investigate. gonna give me a contact high.
Ooh, I'll be fine, Dad. He's so selfish and inconsiderate. Look.
Zach, this is the... Let's hurry up and find out. Yes, it's meat entertainment, woven together by life.
Symphony. We eat all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you so surprised for? I've seen way more realistic.
At first, Zach, I was shocked by the note, but as I gaze upon this hanging... Yes. All we need...
Anyways. So look around. I like how intense the music is in here.
Melvin, I'd like to take this in the hotel parking lot. The picture you had on your dashboard. Was that...
Oh, her Candy. The prettiest girl in the shooting star.
You always keep her...
Candy's a little sick. She can't even leave the house, so I always keep her photograph with me.
I see. But this means...
Yeah, that's my mama had me, but it don't matter. He's...
And... Well, Zach, isn't this a... But there's one thing. Don't you think that photograph looked a bit... Perhaps Candy is already... It might be a...
It reminds me of Shin Megami Tensei music, hilariously enough. Ah, here we go.
Here we are, Zach. They stored the victim's body in a cold storage where... I'd love to shake the hand of whoever came up with...
Hey, Agent York. Did you just come here to laugh at rural? We don't have any special facilities like you. Don't compare us with Or maybe you're just disappointed that you didn't get...
Sorry, you're right. But don't misunderstand. I'd never tried. Thank you for...
Shiny! Those are some huge footprints.
Zach, these are human foot... Yes, Zach, I agree. These... boxes that... I can't tell. What do you think? I'm gonna go with... I'm sure. Boxes of the... or presents. Either way. Forgotten... Looks like... When were these boxes brought here? Zach, can you feel it? Zach, can you see that? That's right. There are 4 imprints, and it's hard to believe, but I think... Yes, Zach, that would lead one to believe that the body napper is... An icicle. Never thought I'd see... These pallets... Looks like this area... Still, it's a novel, sophisticated idea, unlike... Look at the thermometers. It's at 10 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 12.2 degrees Celsius. This must not be the ambiguous 0. This frost is shaped... That's right, Lisa's body, but there are no signs, so our criminal must...
Yeah, she got carried away by a big dude.
Seems like our flying... Is this... There aren't any other... No special...
Well...
Luxury foods.
I mean, besides, it's underground. Our whole life.
Let's head there at once.
But what if...
All we need to do is find a 10-foot tall man... That giant. No. But finding the flying... Now, please.
Guide me. These luxury foods are most likely being used in low. I'm so excited to see.
Now, where is this luxury foods? Wait. Hey. Excuse me.
All right.
Has to be deeper somewhere. There it is. Deeper, Leo.
Do you have one?
Actually, I didn't think you'd up, so I didn't.
Well, then would you go?
Yeah. Well, they sure as hell don't like 'em when they're mocked. It was, real hard, so they ain't gonna be too happy if I go.
What should we do?
Let's just find a worker here who can. All they need to do is take a break from.
And what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, you FBI folks are good.
Zach, I think we could better check back here.
Damn puzzle gameplay. More crawfish shells.
Zach, the human ability to. Some humans have the power to sleep. Now we should. No need to worry. What else do they have to? I feel bad for him, but.
You know, I don't think that's healthy falling asleep there.
Mr. Ha! Now, wanna hit?
You bet. Zach, look at that.
Here we go.
0 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the ambiguous zero.
Hey, Avery! Open the damn door, eh? Yeah. Once Avery starts work, he just tunes out. We'll have to wait until he finishes. Or
I disagree. Time may be on our side. You gave me Mr. Alligator precise.
those tranquilizers may be non-lethal.
Of course, Smell. I never said I was.
You're gonna shoot some meat. I'm right.
Yes.
This is Mr. York, an agent from the FBI.
Hello there, Avery. How you doing?
Hi, Avery. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
York, you a smarty pants, huh?
He's shyer than he looks. Come on, just settle down, Avery. Tell him what this here place is for.
That goddamn alligator.
Lots of expensive food here. Yup. Mighty precious to the Clarksons, so I gotta guard it.
I see. So you're this area's keeper.
Oh, I help with the research too. I do like research.
Research? What are you talking about, Avery? This doesn't look like a lab to me.
Oh, ain't no lab. It's a warehouse. Ain't no lab.
Exactly.
Smarty pant scientist does the research. I ain't no smarty pants, you know.
He's a bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy. Oh. Your story about the giant who carried Lisa out. Don't tell me you think it's him.
Hell no.
I mean, it's true that he's free to come and go as he pleases in this warehouse, but...
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5". The one who moved Lisa's body must be at least 10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
Too short, huh?
Well then.
Well, if you ever happen to find a man who makes him look small, I'd sure like to meet him.
Yup, yup.
Lise.
Hey, cut it out!
Lise. Why?
Avery, that's not Lise.
Not Lise?
This is Melvin's daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Elise is no longer with us.
Lise! Lise! My fault! My fault!
Hey, calm down, big guy. Calm down.
I guess he's sort of like Lise, you know? See, the poor fella's got himself a childlike mind. You know how normal kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, he's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York, I'll keep him busy, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry this particular inspection along. Just holler at me if you find anything. I reckon that'll make it easier for you to go do your thing, yeah?
Melvin, I think you're finally starting to catch on.
Hell yeah. Good job, Melvin. Oh, hell yeah. A tool that I like to use has been updated. Apparently. This is gonna be fucking great. Let's have a little look.
Frozen oyster. Personally, I'd rather have a cock. We hunt for more human race. Cans, onions, this product. Zach, I just made. If I ever happen to come across any.
That's definitely not it. There's anything here.
I doubt they'll fly. I can't tell. How about you?
Definitely not the stuff that we're looking for.
And Dewey. Now here's the way these sausages are lit. But it's hard to. Let's move.
Yep, definitely not them.
Hung. I suppose in a. But they'll never.
There's the flying.
Clarkson food for their home.
Melvin, is this the Clarkson?
Yeah. Ain't no big deal, though.
Is that so?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much run all of this town's made. Yeah. I do believe they own just about everything there is to own. They got the whole darn town tattooed with their dragonflies.
Zach, this dragonfly, the flying serpent, they're related to Lise Clarkson, and Hungan's oracle pointed us to the Clarksons. Must be Melvin, Patricia, let's head back out. Well, what are you waiting?
I like the music. I really like that music. It really reminds me of SMT. I was actually half tempted to try and do Nocturne.
So, what do we do now, Mr. York?
But I'm pretty sure if I started doing Nocturne, I would lose my mind massively because it is a very tough game. I still might do it.
Zach and I will take things from here.
Then what should I do?
You know, screw it. I'm gonna start Nocturne from the beginning again.
Tend to your sick wife? I'll stop by the sheriff's office when I need your help again.
I suppose that's what I'll do. But I am the sheriff of this. I know. How about I search for Lisa's...
Not a bad idea. Just be careful that you don't...
Hey, why do you keep talking? You really think so?
Melvin, don't be... Just when I thought you were starting to catch... Proof number one. The footprints that led up to where Lisa's body originally was were made with... None of the prints looked similar to those of common insulated boots. The person who carried out Lisa's body must have had very... Proof number two. I found fingerprints on the cord of one of the hanging lights in the warehouse. The fingerprints weren't aimed up from below. They were coming directly from the side. Clearly, the giant moved the light because he pinched the cord with his fingers. Proof number three. There was nothing else found in the vicinity where... This means the giant carried her out without dragging, but there's only one set of... The only conclusion I could... is that a barefooted giant... That concludes the entirety of my...
But...
Have you seen every human... Well then. You need to forget all your preconceived notions when embarking on an investigation.
Alright, Can. You're really in the way. You need to can it and move there. Same with you, Bottle. Excuse me. I need to move things out of the way. Or skeletal gentleman.
You always need to accept everything that comes to you. Do that. You're a smart kid. I'm sure you understand.
Sorry, I keep alt tabbing just to make sure that everything is working properly.
Well, I'm a sharp eye. I won't ever question you.
That's it, Melvin. Okay. Time to go, Patty. You know this town well, so...
Alright.
Zach, we found the... Now we simply need to... It's time to head on to a...
Oh, yeah. Can't hit that. Can't hit that. So I'm going to leave those UFOs be, and instead... Let's go. I'm fast as fuck. I'm York Morgan.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Hunda. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of either? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me.
Do 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 do.
You might even say he reminds me of someone. Yes, I think I see a connection now. A cheerful, wise, yet also mysterious African-American who appeared in a variety of different films. My mind must be overlapping him with the skeletal gentleman. Do you remember his name? Ah, yes, that's it. Scatman Crothers. In 1980, He played Dick Halloran in The Shining, and in 1983, he was in The Twilight Zone. He played the man who invited all those elderly folks into a strange new world. I knew it, Zach. There's definitely a connection here, but he's a bit too old. Scatman's more of a sage character. Our skeletal gentleman is a little younger, isn't he? Yes. They have different body types, but what about Forrest Whitaker? He made his debut in 1982 in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Then he was in Platoon and The Color of Money, both released in 1986, followed by Good Morning Vietnam in 1987. Oh, and he was in Bird in 1988. What an impressive filmography. Across the 80s, he transformed his rough, young image into a more cheerful, wiser one. That's why the 80s can also be described as the decade that built up Forrest Whitaker's career. I firmly believe that he'll win an Academy Award for Best Actor someday. Yes, I'm sure it's right around the corner. He'll most likely wait until the time is ripe. Maybe around next year, then he'll unleash his best performance yet. Zach, I could go on about famous actors forever, but we have a case to solve here. Let's table this discussion for now.
Oh, I'm losing my mind.
Patty.
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel, if you want to find it, maybe you should track down...
Professor R.
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar.
How do you know that?
Because. Well, first off, we gotta save. That was today. So we're going to overwrite that save. Now, let's go in. I'm only gonna play for about 1 hour more. I think I've found a good balance between like these streams where we don't want to play too much, but also don't want to play too little. All right. Ooh. Nice bowling ball, lady.
Ten maidens, Zach. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Oh, my lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before.
Another Jawara.
Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh, my lord. Well, ain't that something?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that.
Oh, my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh, my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise. You don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind
Oh.
of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree and she just mistook it for someone. Sometimes the silhouettes of them trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging down make me feel a little funny too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
Yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah! Oh, I got a turkey!
Truly mesmerizing, Zach. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations.
Heck
Same
yeah.
goes for you, right?
And also, this game is a very slow-tempoed game in the first place, so you don't want to spend too much time playing it in one go. You want to take your time with it. Oh?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one. You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They are the real deal. Well, one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh, no. Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once, and something horrible happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball. First time in 12 years. I was mortified.
Oh no.
I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane.
Understandable.
Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me.
Oh,
I
no.
haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Go, lady, go! Do it!
Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Good. We'll just have to figure out a way to do it.
Excuse me, Miss.
Stop! Can't you see I'm already... What are you...
Yes.
Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split.
Holy mother of bowling balls. What?
That stands...
Zach, our new friend, appeared. We should try and utilize this trait of... That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all the ones you used to help you bowl that...
Ooh, you got a keen eye there. Taking a liking.
Oh, yes. A great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Who's that?
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mirror.
The mirror.
If you're interested.
Alright. I guess we gotta visit that place now.
Zach, there must be a treasure trove. We may even be able to find... It really feels like we're...
Alright, let's get going. I don't even need to speak much. Honestly, the game does most of the talking for me, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm here for the ride. So let's get going. Beep, beep,
The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world. And there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse.
What an interesting location.
A voodoo shop. It's a voodoo shop.
Just looks like a dumb suit.
Of course it does, Patty. You're much too young to understand.
Mr. Mirror, I need to talk to ya. Nice guns.
This is all kid. It's just a bunch. I'm allowed to watch TV and go. My daddy makes you agree, right? This is all just.
Look at this, Zach. This is 100 times more exciting than It's a vast treasure chest.
Mr. Mirror.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire. Doth this be what thou seekest?
Hello, Mirror.
I could sell it to thee now. And only now. Surely fortune shall not bless thee with another chance. Purchase this, and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
Alright, I'm buying it. You sold me.
That's crazy. Even I can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
My price is true. What say thee?
Yeah. You know what I say? I say yeah.
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man of refined taste. I am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool.
What's wrong with you? No normal person would ever buy a piece of...
Marvelous. What a treasure.
Use it? Where?
Isn't it
Let's see.
obvious? I'm going to put it in front of Mrs.
In front
Yes. And that'll give us a chance to find...
Are you?
Of course I am. Aren't you?
I'm seriously...
So between 22 and 6 a.m. Okay. Yeah. Can't make any of these.
Thou hast me.
Wow. Oh, there we go. Now we have another quest as well. But we're not doing that because it's going to take us a while. Hungan, you're going to talk to me.
Whoa.
That was close.
Sup, lady?
Well, look at you, all standing there like you're expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention.
Sup, Galena?
What?
Got a moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood. Now get out of my way.
Patty, who is that?
Kalina Clarkson. PJ Clarkson's second daughter, and Lisa's mother.
Zach, we've found ourselves a Clarkson.
Oh no, she's not here. My dolly. She's not here. My dolly isn't here.
One of the key persons in this case just came out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Zach?
Extremely interesting. Galena. He's looking for a doll. Interesting. We'll have to figure out that later. Anyways. What am I now gonna do? It's 9 a.m. Because we can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. There's not really anything we can do.
One lollipop, two lollipops, three lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Alright. Well, we might as well check out the police station in that case.
there, Mr.
Woo! Yeah. Alright, we just need to take down killer bees. Not much else that we can do. Because we need to spend time. So the only thing we can now do is just wait until it becomes the specific time so we can do the bowling and then go forward. Which basically means I'm going to hunt squirrels. See those red dots on the minimap that I'm probably covering? Intense music. Anyways. If I remember correctly, the killer bees were at the cemetery. So we can go check that place out, get the stuff from there. Amazing Grace. Fun fact, Amazing Grace was in Deadly Premonition 1 one of the most prominent tunes that you would ever hear. Another fun fact, I don't really like the song. I think it's extremely dull and overused. In fact, I almost dislike it. Well, not even almost. I do dislike it.
By the way, Patty, what are you...
That's done. Gotta keep on running around. See if we can find more of these. Oh yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. Graveyard skateboarding. There's not much else that we can do until we decide to go over to the lady's house. So we're just skateboarding until we can. Who's this guy? Hey, brah. Man's tweaking.
Excuse me, but what are you doing?
Searching.
Lewis!
What are you searching for? Interesting. Zach, this man is the perfect symbol of the human race. We all live out our lives searching for things, yet no one knows what they're actually searching for. That's what it means to be human. Don't you agree, Zach? I feel like that simple declaration of his just awakened us to something.
I like him. He is a good man. I like this guy. Alien. What's that? He has given us that side quest where you have to collect specific things around the world. Genesis album. Oh, and thanks to us using the little power, we have marked areas around here that contain an item on the ground. So that helps us a lot. I'm wondering if I could beat up bees by punching them. I can! Ha! Call me Bee Puncher York Morgan, because I'm punching bees. I will be punching these. Oh my god. FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan, the Bee Puncher. That's good. Let's head over to the ladies' place. I think I can use the cigarettes to fast forward time. It said 2250, right? Yes. 2230. Do do do. Bu 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 bu. Ma 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 ma. Dee 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 dee. What he just hummed was the tune for the first game. Dee 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 dee. Ba 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 dum. Ba ba ba
This is the
ba
deep
ba
south.
bum.
I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours.
The skateboard hooligan. There's a dog. Hello, dog.
Bad timings. We need to place the figurine in front of her house. Let's come back later.
Alright, easy thing. Let's see. Inventory. have smoked it up. That didn't do anything. Fish. We need to find a shop. Ooh, what if we go back to the hotel? I think that place might give us... I remember that Yawara might actually be also selling stuff there. Don't tell me I'm stuck behind here. Motherfuck!
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
Oh, you bitch! My cola! Oh yeah, getting touched by those creatures, they just steal your shit.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
No! You need to put sugar in it. And milk. What are you, a fucking hooligan? Are you insane?
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where...
You know, I might actually just do a little... Nah, I can tough it out. I can tough it out a tiny bit. Let's see, does this thing sell cigarettes? Nope.
We always strive. Our humble, bucolic town does have its Therefore, we decided to...
Great.
Exact.
Thank you. I would like to buy some stuff. I might as well buy another one and another one. There we go.
Please don't.
Would you mind if I asked you...
By all means.
Do you run this entire hotel all on...
Yes.
So you, or...
Oh, the chef, the bellboy, and...
So the clerk...
This hotel opened its...
Impressive.
Hmm?
Indeed. This is probably...
So I simply must know the name of the
The owner of this hotel...
Zach, it all makes sense now. I sincerely hope I...
If I may...
Why not?
Unfortunately, the three of us here describe him as...
Huh. Fair. Let us return to the lady and her house and try and pass time there, and maybe we can actually get forward with the game, because... That's the only problem with this game. If you do things too fast, without pacing yourself, you'll run into issues where you just have to wait. Oh, but don't wait too long, otherwise you'll have to wait even longer.
This is the deep south. I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me. Don't you, Zach?
Yes. I am the skateboarding FBI agent, Francis York Morgan. Do do dee 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 dee. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 da, ba, da, meow. Meh, 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 meh. Ba, 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 da, 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 do. Do, 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 do. This is perfect music to lose your mind to. You know, somebody should make a playlist to lose your mind to slowly. And it's just filled with jammy tunes like this. Ah, yes. It is time to now smoke it up. Heavy cigarette. Let's go. Damn, that is a heavy cigarette. Holy hell, he's smoking it like long. Oh, that cost a lot. Oh, good goodness. Alright, let's pass time normally. Smoke it up again. Alright, Patty, don't interrupt me. Alright, we still need to smoke up more. Ah. There we go. Patricia has gone home.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, my dear lost lamb. What are you doing there?
Oh, this? This is all part of the Lise Clarkson murder investigation.
Something important, hmm?
Sup, Tyrell?
Oh, yes. Very important. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. That's what everyone calls me. But what should I call you?
I'm Tyrone Sanders, pastor of the Lucare Evangelical Church.
Nice.
And what business does a pastor like yourself have in a place like this?
Well, I live over across the way there.
Do you have an intimate relationship with Mrs. Carpenter?
Heavens, no.
Why in the world would you suggest such a pitiful thing? Lordy, lordy. How could I ever become intimate with one who is so devoid of faith? After she lost her husband, she stopped coming to church. All she does all day is bowl. She even pruned the shrubbery in that pitiful fashion.
Oh, I just noticed that.
Pitiful. And did you see that hideous ox of a dog she owns?
Oh, no.
Pitiful with a capital P. I tried speaking with her, but she shows no intention of changing her ways. Yes, I fear she never lends an ear when the good Lord reaches out to her. Indeed, I pity her from the bottom of my heart.
So you've been spying on her out of pity?
Spying? I'm merely awaiting the chance to lend her a helping hand. You'd best be careful, too. This town harbors much more danger than you're aware of. If you ever find yourself in need of salvation, feel free to stop by our church whenever you like. Our church also functions as a clinic. Someday, you may need our help.
Hell yeah.
Zach, did you hear that? Pitiful. Try saying that to someone in the city. They'd instantly slap you with slander or defamation charges. You'd be up to your neck in court papers. I doubt I'll tire of this town anytime soon. We should consider stopping by that church whenever we get a chance.
Nice. But the diner's not open now. Because if I look at the time that it's open, it should be... Yeah, it's closed. It's open Monday to Saturday at 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And also opens up at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's closed at the moment, so we should head over to the hotel and sleep. And since night has fallen, there's nothing here.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk.
No, you put sugar in it and milk. You put both. You absolute lunatic nutcase. What are you on about, York? No.
1 lollipop?
2 lollipops?
2 lollipops?
3 lollipops?
Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Oh, God damn it, I'm already losing my mind.
This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach?
Nah, I'm here to cause havoc. Just like that dude who just disappeared randomly in front of me. And now, skateboard. Doom doom da da ba ba ba. Ra da 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 ba da 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 da.
I'm very satisfied, and it's even got a security box. It's proof that we're...
Yes. Can we actually take a shower? Yes, we can. Let's clean ourselves up. Do 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 do. Huh? Shower's broken? Hmm. Nope, now we have another quest. Need to find the concierge.
Mr. Morgan, sir.
On the 3rd floor, next to the kitchen. Alright, I guess we have to figure this out now. Wait, so in here? Ah, there it is. Hmm. If I recall correctly, there was a valve somewhere in here as well.
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, I'm sure you feel this. Now this, it might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer. Remember? The art piece on display in there utilized the natural...
Now let's have a look.
Mr. Morgan.
I wonder, can I use the bell immediately to get the chef to talk to me?
My restaurant's the real deal.
Did I hear wrong then? Set me. I thought that Cajun food was. Why would you go out of your way to serve?
When I was a youngin', I trained myself.
A famous restaurant. Was it art? No, don't tell me. I got
None of it. But that place taught me how to really.
very.
Oh yeah.
That food was unbelievable.
Now you.
And you must have undergone some rigor. You put so much care and your manipulation of that low temp flame in order. This is true Creole. You have to tell me now. Come on, chef. We need.
You drive a hard bar.
Really?
Oh, just a hint.
Fine. Well,
it's the restaurant that serves the most famous fried chicken, crispy, crunchy. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet they worked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you acquire the mental fortitude.
Oh, my time there taught me
amazing. That's an incredible... You really are a true chef.
He worked at KFC. Well, we gotta put Zach into bed.
King size, made in France. Zach, even though the Bureau is paying for this, it's still nothing beats getting a good night.
Wake up. Beep-a-dee beep. Beep-a-dee beep. I wonder if the bellboy is around somewhere. I doubt he is. What time did it say that he's gonna hang around here? From 9 to 11. And it's 8:45, from what I remember. Let's go outside. Yup, 8:45. Well, $8:46.
This is the deep south.
This is the deep south. The only thing that's deep is me. I'm deep in it. Deeply confused, that is.
Sorry for the wait, Patty.
Whatever.
Is Mrs. Carpenter?
No, she
Everything's going. It's time to knock down.
Time to bowl.
Oh, my lord. Listen up. Y'all,
What's wrong?
Mrs. Carpenter, for the first time in what could it be? I just hoping nothing.
She's fine.
Oh, my. I reckon.
What did I tell you, Patty? Value is we needed to find that figure.
Now we get the bowl.
You really wanted to bowl? They don't have bowling at.
Wrong, Patty. I have absolutely no interest tossing a heavy ball at lined up pins. You can't even call this a sport. Nonsense.
Then can I?
Absolutely not, Patty. I need to do this myself.
You're the one who's. Sure looks like you're having.
Oh boy, get a strike. There goes the third. There we go. Confirm. A little bit of spin, never hurt nobody. And no strike. Almost it. And yeet. Damn. Nope. Ah, I know. Hold up, it was right here. Fuck. Didn't mean to put that spin. Nope. Almost. Damn it. I keep putting left spin to it. Hey, it worked. There we go.
Oh, looks like.
That was just a stroke of luck, Mrs. Carpenter. Despite how I may seem, I've never been any good at any of the ball-based sports.
Oh, no. You can't. If I gave you a few lessons.
Semi-pro?
That's right.
Not pro.
Yeah, you'd never be able to go pro. You could become a. Well, I guarantee. Come back and see me when. I'm sure my husband would forgive me if I let. Well, we gotta give youngsters a chance.
I could.
I take her words with a grain of.
Patricia, but you don't need to worry. You shouldn't have to feel
Unbelievable.
It's so strange, Zach.
By the way, you said you're in that cat. That poor girl, and she was.
Red powder.
Oh, well, the reason Lise turned.
Delina.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dressing up in children giving birth to children. Oh, and they were always cooped up in that jazz.
Zach, we first heard it must be in the red powder, following the oracle and felling the.
So,
Yes.
Yes, Mrs. Carpenter.
Oh, then how about you mosey on? I need to bowl my first game of the day. Well, what are you waiting for? Get.
Gonna move on. Shoo shoo. Yippee. Now let's head over to the jazz bar after we save. Hungun! Where you at, my friend?
Sun awakens. Catch the tip of the baby bear's tail at the Force Altar. At the entrance to the other world will reveal itself to you.
Zach, it's another oracle.
Wow.
It appears that we're being guided by a mysterious power. This oracle is a simple one. The false altar. The place where Lise, she was found under a bridge. That's what Chef Dave.
Yeah.
When the sun awakens, refers to dawn, and the tip of the baby bear's tail. At dawn, Look straight to the north from where Lisa's body was found. On the surface, this oracle may seem tricky and convoluted.
Yeah. Hua, hua, hua.
Zach, let's follow the oracle and head to where Lisa's body. I don't know what other world refers to.
Oracle?
That's right, Patty. So Zach and I are following oracles given to us by a skeletal gentleman in order to crack it.
From 6 to 8. But unfortunately, I can't do it again. I need to wait until a full day has passed, man. Because, God forsake, I actually do things on time. It sucks, man. It's very unfortunate. But we can't do it.
Lucari Tiger.
It's Daddy.
Alright, what's up? This is DC Eagle.
This is DC Eagle.
Oh, good.
There's no point in using code names.
Mr. York. Oh.
DC Eagle to Lucare Tiger.
Mr. York, just sit tight and listen.
Roger, Wilco.
I just happened to overhear some of the Clarksons talk. Apparently, Lisa's mother's been missing since early this month. I reckon it might be related to the case. Oh, over.
Lisa's mother. You're referring to
Another special. So, yeah, that's right. The one who's gone missing is the younger of the Clarkson sisters, and our town's queen of the night. No one can sleep because my proverbial hat goes on. Anywho, Galena used to be an actress. And she's also real pretty. If you happen to spot her while you're investigating. Oh, yeah. Wait. Hey, Mr. York, what do you say we cut this, over that, and all sides? I reckon we don't no need to be.
Yes, Melvin, I agree.
Glad to hear it. Well, Mr. York, good luck out.
Galena's missing, huh?
Daddy's such a goofball.
Patty, do you think Galena is really as beautiful as people say?
I don't know. I guess men just seem to like women like her for some reason.
Who's more beautiful, Galena or your mother?
What?
Candy Woods, your mother. Melvin said she was the prettiest girl in town.
How should I know? That's a stupid question.
Why is it stupid?
My mom is sick.
Wow.
Zach, that was we stepped right into it. But these things are bound. After all, and there isn't an organization out there that's more
Wow, York, you really know how to do it, huh? Now, what the hell are we gonna do? Well, we might as well, go and fix up the water in that case. And then we just wait for the next day. It's 6 a.m. I'm losing my mind. Oh. Oh yeah! Sup, bruh?
Hey, you! You're FBI, right?
And who might you be?
I'm Raven, but around here they call me the Speed Witch. here investigating the lease case, yeah? And instead of a car, you're using a skateboard? For real? You've already become the talk of the town, you know? Anyway, I was just wondering if you needed any help. What's your name?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Okay, Yorkie it is. I'm actually testing out a new kind of business right now. And I was hoping you'd be down to try it out, Yorkie.
What kind of business are we talking about here?
I drive my customers to wherever they want to go, and once we get there, they pay me. Now that I think about it, I reckon it ain't much different from a taxi.
Seems a bit strange to call it a new type of business, then.
Only 'cause you haven't heard the details yet. Here, let me explain. I got a feeling that in the future, cell phones are gonna get more advanced. And people are gonna be able to just order taxis from their phones whenever they need to get somewhere. So I'm thinking, hey, why don't I just start a company that instantly sends out drivers to take folks from point A to point B?
How?
I want to make it so that anyone out there can just register on my site as a driver. I'm talking normal people, not pros. Then once we get a request, we'll just send out the driver who's closest to the customer. It'll be a hell of a lot more convenient than public transportation, and faster than any normal taxi company. I'm positive it'll be a big hit. And I'm gonna call it Wyvern. The logo will be a Y and a V. Cool, yeah?
Is that legal?
Beats me. But if I hire them all as independent contractors, I reckon it'll work out. See, that means each driver and customer will be bound by their own private agreements. My company will just provide them with a platform to hook up. Squeaky clean, right?
Yup. Makes sense.
Here comes the fun part. I want to help you get around while you're in our town, Yorkie. For a fee, of course. Keep an eye out for my balloons. Whenever you see one in town, give me a whistle and I'll be there.
Why not invite me to use your site, then? Why are you out here driving around?
I'm still experimenting with this business model. My site isn't open yet, and I'm still trying to figure out what sort of fees will work best. So I decided to go find myself a customer to get a feel for how things will really go. Well, wanna ride?
Zach, that was quite the spiel, wasn't it? This seems like little more than a scheme to make some pocket change from carpooling. And what's new about that? Although it will be a bit hard for us to keep investigating here for days with nothing but a skateboard. What do you think? Should we accept her offer?
That's what I'm talking on.
Alright, where we going? Sure. We'll just do this for fun. That is some intense music for a loading screen, let's be honest here. I love that. Adam went live? Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Do you know what that means? That means I'm just gonna actually go and just get the water fixed first. Talk to the bellboy because we're reaching the 3-hour mark, which is more or less enough for me at the moment. This game is one of those where it's just... it takes a while. So I will also need to play another game every other day just to see how we can go with it. So starting Monday, I'm gonna bring in Nocturne to it. Then Tuesday will be Trial Agency, Wednesday will be Deadly, then Yaps, and then once again back to Knock. Where's the bellboy? Oi, bellboy, where you at? You in here, bellboy? Damn it.
Very good, please. Serving, please do.
Well, he's not here. Hmm. Nah, I don't want to go to a... Ah, fucking hell. He's in me somewhere. I wanted to save the game. Now I have to sit through this loading screen again. God damn it.
Thanks for calling. Wyvern. Goodbye now.
Have a good one. We still have a few minutes. Apparently we need to run outside here. How long does it take for an actual minute? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's about 10 seconds when a singular minute passes. Cutscenes notwithstanding, of course. Let's go see. Is the bellboy around? There you are.
Hiya, boss.
Roger. Let's see. Will this work? And now we need to wait until it's 11:00 to hear from the chef. Oh boy. There you are, chef.
Hello there.
Alright, I'll go fix it. I'll go fix the water valves. I'm an FBI agent after all. I'll fix everything. I'm an FBI. My name is Fix Bitch Incorporated. Now, will the water work? It's one of the orbs. We did it! And now we save the game. Because I need to work on a Unity project. Get it actually going, I need to get off my lazy ass. And with that, I thank all of y'all for joining me today. And I will see you back on Monday. And next week, the travel agency starts again. So I hope you all have a wonderful time. And I'll see you next week. Peace out and bye-bye.